It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Well, it maybe is if you're not trying to find the money to fix your van up. I decided this year I'd chance my arm and ask the big guy if he could maybe help with parts. Well, I think that might be a stretch even for him. Tell you what, December's fairly flown in, and it's been a busy one. I can't believe it's Christmas already. So last week we were off to Glasgow for the League Cup final at Hampden. That was a properly early start to get down for the game. Maybe, with hindsight, I should have asked Santa to help the Dons out. Although, that's not really the kind of miracle he can work, I guess. It's my first ever cup final. Great trip there, although the trip home wasn't nearly as much fun. Never mind, there's always next year, hopefully. Now, I mentioned in my last video that I might be getting my car back. Well, that happened. The Fiesta appeared on my door earlier on this week. To be fair, without going into all the details of it, it's actually nicely timed. I was really starting to get fed up with the van, taking ages to start and even longer to warm up. This is much better for running about in when we get the bad weather. And it starts first time, did I mention that?
On Christmas Day. But we've already heard a couple of moments, including this. Alan, last time we spoke back in the summer, I asked you a very important again with the third option. Have you heard cookie?
A cookie?
Cookie.
Oh, no,
I think that's a Peter Heath word.
That makes sense. Right, okay.
And it's not.
Now, December's definitely that time of year when the world starts to slow down and you can make time to catch up with friends and family, which is exactly what I've been doing lately. And again, making the most of the Fiesta to do it. Look, it's got heating and a stereo that works. So I've managed to get on top of my Christmas shopping this year. It's done and dusted. And the thing I did notice, is it just me? Or are the shops a lot quieter than normal? Maybe it's down to the times that I'm going in. I'm usually doing my shopping in the evenings, but yeah, it's a lot calmer than in recent years. Anyway, enough about all that. I've been avoiding the elephant in the room. It's still there, still glaring at me.
So yeah, the van. I did say we'd talk about that again, didn't I? I put it into one of the guys at work who changed the fuel pump over. That initially worked. And to be fair, if you prime the pump, you know, you warm the glow plugs up once, it generally starts alright unless it's really, really cold outside. Then I asked him to change the washer tank. The problem is, when that happened, everything stopped working. Window wipers wouldn't work, and as the guys were looking at the van, eventually it refused to start. Now the non-starting was traced to a bent contact pin in the cowling, because we changed the indicator stock as well, so that eventually got fixed. The wipers, believe it or not, it turns out my fuse box has been set up really badly since God knows when, so none of the fuses were apparently in the right place. So now the van's running again. I do need to get the steering wheel corrected because it was replaced and it's now slightly lopsided, but that's okay, that's not a biggie. Santa's little elves have been back to play with the van. They've given me a nice little set of Christmas lights, which I really wasn't looking for, so the problems rumble on. And the van's future is very much still undecided. It might get sold in the new year, but the way I look at it just now, it's bought and paid for. The insurance is in place till summer. It's only the road tax, which is about 20 quid a month, so I might just hang on to it for a bit longer. Eventually I would like to upsize and get something a bit bigger, something I can actually stand up in and do my cooking in, but you know, that may or may not happen. Thanks as always for watching. Have a brilliant Christmas and I will catch you in 2024. Bye!